Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Thursday, February 4th, 4:26 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. So, against USD or USDT, crypto market, a mix of green and red today. XRP is a nice, beautiful green, coming in 15% up last 24 hours. DOGE 41% up last 24 hours. That is rocking. We do have some other deep greens like REN and ZRX, both looking wonderful. This is against USDT or USD. Dominance is 61% right now, so it's definitely giving the alts room to move. Looking at the crypto market versus BTC, XRP and Doge are also still in the dark green. I like finding coins that are in the dark green, both against USDT and BTC, because that means they're really moving. So we'll look at XRP and Doge as we move along. All right, trading volume last 24 hours, 7.1 billion, not bad at all. 3.6 billion of that on Binance. 1.4 billion of that on Coinbase. No one else showed up for work, getting over $1 billion. So with that said, what's longs versus shorts sentiment on Binance, where all that groovy volume is? 58% long, 41% short. So sentiment is definitely long there. Looking at the S&P 500 today, you've got a beautiful green candle, the Russell 2000, beautiful green candle, and for the DXY dollar strength index, beautiful green candle. All of these have been uptrending the last couple days. Strong market. All right, as always, not financial advice, only entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial consultant or a life coach. Checking this out, gold, big dump yesterday. Then so far, actually big dump today. This is today, the red candle. We've already started tomorrow's candle, which is, you see today, but it's tomorrow. Anyway, today, big green, big red, dump, candle, not so good. Under the 200 moving average, so gold, definitely weak and dumping. Looking at silver, it's above the 200 moving average on the daily, unlike gold, which is very nice to see. We've had some serious dumps recently. Red candle today, and looks like we're going to open with a red candle for tomorrow also. So we shall see how this goes. All right, Bitcoin on the daily today, a red doji. Not really surprising if we look at the chart. This is a 45-minute chart. Really choppy up and down today on this 45-minute chart. And that would explain really why I have this Darth Maul looking red doji for today. But still, we are following an uptrend of the last 3 candles before this one have been green and good looking, not bad. We're above the 21 EMA, that's very powerful, way above the 200 moving average on the daily. Nice. MACD is crossed positive powerfully on the daily. And what else is happening? Well, on the 3-day chart, 3-day chart, we're working on our 3rd green candle in a row. We're halfway through it. This one started on the February 3rd, so it's open 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It will close tomorrow at the end of business. So if we get 3 beautiful green candles in a row, that's wonderful. And on the 3-day chart, we can get back to kind of this momentum that we saw here, where we're just up and up and up and up. That was beautiful. Now I've gotten some choppiness sideways, but it appears that we are recovering. We are well above the 21 EMA. That's very good. And of course, the 200 moving average. And what I really want to note here, because it's big stuff, is the 3-day MACD is trending towards positive. So when the blue MACD crosses above the red signal line, that's wonderful. The histogram is closing. When that happens, we're definitely going to have a tremendous amount of upwards pressure on the Bitcoin market. I think you won't be seeing candles like this anymore. You'll kind of be seeing them just like this beautiful uptrend. So as we get that beautiful uptrend confirmed on the 3-day, you'll probably see it on the daily. That's going to create, kind of, in my opinion, overwhelming upwards pressure for Bitcoin, and wonderful. Maybe we can get that 5x long over on Bybit that we're hoping for to ride into 2021 on a pump in Bitcoin once again. So looking at 45-minute chart for Bitcoin versus USDT, you can see a beautiful uptrend, but today, of course, it's been very choppy. The green directional index and the high ADX have definitely pooped on us. And if we do look at the squeeze oscillator by Lazy Bear, I actually have over here at Bitcoin Daily View. If you go down to indicators that I use, I have a video here on it. It's not my video, it's somebody else's, but it gets into how to use this indicator. Super powerful. Watch the video, check it out. You'll be glad you did. It's got all the love, all the power built in. It is wonderful. So right now, I would say we are in a squeeze and we got red candles. When I see a light blue circle here, if it's under a green candle and we have upwards momentum, then it will be good to go for Bitcoin. Right now, we are definitely seeing a recovery from negative momentum. So we'll see how this goes. It's a good indicator. Try it on different time frames. Very, very powerful. Sometimes it does help me, gives me a little edge when I can't quite see which way something is going. Kind of like Bitcoin now. What on the 45-minute chart? Where exactly is this going? Well, for this 45-minute chart, very, very immediate price action. I am watching this indicator, the squeeze indicator by Lazy Bear. I like his version best. I like to adjust the colors the way the person who made the video I linked to on Bitcoin Daily View has done. That way, if we all look at that together, well, then we're on the same page. And it rocks. Check it out. Right now, I do think Bitcoin is working on getting momentum for a further push up, and this will stabilize into a further upwards momentum that isn't quite so choppy, especially as noted here, the 3-day, as this MACD turns green, or I should say turns positive, boom, set an alert there on TradingView and see what the market's doing when that turns green. A lot of people, I should say, when it turns positive, a lot of people are watching that. I wanted to note this. This is Beam, just a project that I really like. Against USDT up the top here, you can see this gradual uptrend. Then look down here, this is against Bitcoin. It's much more challenging because Bitcoin's getting value where the dollar really is not recently. So I think we're going to see a lot of alts like this, gradually doing well against the dollar, kind of struggling a bit against Bitcoin, kind of sideways. That's not so bad. But what I really like to see right now is coins like, and forgive me for looking at XRP, but XRP and DOGE. Once again, XRP and DOGE. I can also mention REN and ZRX. Because they're both, REN and ZRX are both dark green against the dollar and against Bitcoin. That's really what I'm looking for a strong alt to ride for a while and make some extra gains. So, as you can see, if I was trading USDT, Beam's on a bad place to be. But if I'm trading against Bitcoin, Beam, even though we're seeing a nice bounce off the 200 moving average, and if you look at the indicators, I'm just not seeing it. It's all right. Bit of a gamble. I don't know if I'd really get in this one exactly. Although I am seeing, I don't want to. We're seeing a firm bounce off the 200 moving average. We got the super guppy, or it's the Madrid indicator. The EMAs are all green. ADX is a little bit low, but the stochastic RSI is turning up. The KRI is in the green. Let me actually throw the wave trend oscillator in there. Not wave trend oscillator, but the squeeze indicator. Oh, look at that. Well, there you go. A great example. So we got a blue, light blue dot, which means that the squeeze is over. We're seeing upwards or downwards momentum. We're seeing upwards because the candle is green. But now, as you can see, we're starting to get a downtrend there, the darker candles, which probably means it's time to sell. So, like I say, it's just, I'm mentioning this and kind of belaboring it because I'm seeing a lot of this where against USDT alts are doing well, but they really are kind of struggling. It's kind of hard to really get ins and outs here if you're trading for some extra sats because this crap is sideways. Like, I don't really trust, even though the indicators are not bad right now, I don't quite trust getting into this. I think it's probably gone as far as it's going to go before it just continues this sideways ramble. That is the case for many alts right now, but certainly not all. Again, Ethereum looking pretty good. It's pretty much doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing. If you look at the indicators, it's pretty much doing the same thing as Bitcoin. Sorry about that. The squeeze indicator is kind of messing up on this chart. I have to restart this browser actually, but it's about the 200 moving average in the short time frame. It's looking good against USDT up top, against BTC here on the bottom. So anyway, but it is losing momentum, and it's losing momentum on this run up a little bit quicker and harder than Bitcoin is if I look at it that way. No, about the same. Anyway, Ethereum, it's doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing. Doge, here's the deal. I wanted to look at Doge, a little bit of a deep dive here. So here's Doge USDT, here's Doge against BTC. They look fairly similar, but you can see where right now Doge is working off the 0.5 fib line, looking at the recent low to the recent high, or you should say like where we started pumping like a rocket ship to Pluto on this 45-minute chart, breaking the 200 moving average and cruising at an all-time high. And now if we look, or a recent all-time high, We are working on support here. We seem to have good firm support on the .5 fib line. That is very, very nice against USDT. We've broken above the .382. That is not bad at all. Directional index is in the green. ADX is lowering. All indicators, the KRI and stochastic RSI are looking good. We had a big run up this morning. We've consolidated some. We're going sideways. Looks like we're making a successful bounce off this .5 fib line. We shall see. What I'm kind of watching here is on the 45-minute chart. I have got my I keep calling it the wave trend oscillator. The squeeze indicator. Right now we are in a squeeze. It's a little bit of a lack of momentum, as you can see here by the red candles. When we get a blue dot, if we are sitting on at that point a green candle like we are here, boom, time to get in. Then it will tell you, boom, time to sell if you so desire. But if you stayed in, you would have made more. So always use the squeeze indicator with other indicators to see where you're at. So anyway, it looks like we're getting ready for a push. So I'm going to watch this .382 fib line right around 5.7 cents, especially if we get a positive squeeze moving and the ADX is moving up and the directional index continues ranging up. Stochastic RSI is looking good. The KRI, what a beautiful little guy. He's green, good to go. We definitely have, and sorry to stammer, but we definitely have room to move up here. The stochastic RSI is right here in a nice buy zone. So would I buy it right now? Not financial advice, but it's not a bad place to do it, although I don't know if we're really going anywhere until we break the resistance of this 382 fib around 5.7 cents. But if you're daring, not a bad time to get in. I do think when we actually see this a squeeze end and we get a blue dot and a green candle, if that's the way it goes, which it appears that it's going to, we're really going to see some movement there. We're above the 200 moving average, well above it. We're good to go. So you know, we are, even though we've had some recent pumping, we have begun to sort of, I could almost do like this. I could say, you know, you get a little daring, you're gonna say you could almost make a shape like that. Well, this might make sense. It's more like this, and you could say that we're breaking it, that we've just broken out of that that wedge. So not bad. You could almost say it's a bullish pennant if you want to really be sort of creative, because you do have your pole right here and you've ridden it up. So be that as it may, we're working on very, very short time frames here. Maybe we've seen a breakout here against USDT. Anyway, positive chart. I am not quite ready to buy yet until I see like I say, a green dot and a green candle and a continued upwards momentum. Stay upside of this wedge here, especially, and we're good to go. So it's a low stat coin, which is one of the things that makes it hard to read, because if I go over here to DOGE BTC, pretty much the same chart, but we're here against USDT, we're above the .5 fib line, working on the 382. Here we are working on the we're working on getting above the .5 fib line, because we're against Bitcoin, which is, you know, gaining value really where the dollar is not. This is pretty much all the same chart, although I can say, look at this, look at that. You can see it live right here, starting to form a green candle against BTC, Doge versus BTC. We're watching for a blue dot to form to show that the squeeze is over. Oh, look at that. And we're breaking the .5 fib line here on against BTC. Very, very interesting. All indicators look good. I'd love to see this ADX turn up, but the directional index is in the green. This is a wonderful thing. Let me do some little lines here. If you could almost say, you know, you could say, if you want it, that, you know, we have you know, broken out of a wedge here. Now we're breaking above a fib level of .5. That's not bad. Watching this indicator. Come on, give me a blue dot. Maybe it'll happen right here while we're watching. All right. So against BTC, it's looking really good. Against USDT, I think we've broken out of a semi-half-assed bullish pennant. If nothing else, let's just say a bull flag, you could say, because we did work our way up to it. You know, I'm kind of taking a little bit of creative levity. Yeah, creative levity. I like that. Saying this is a wedge, definitely. Is it a bull flag? You know, that's a bit creative to state that, but I'm going to go for it and just say, look at that, we're breaking out of it. You know, it's funny. It's actually, if I look at this very, very short time frame, the indicators are kind of stronger. Well, they're about the same. They're kind of stronger for Bitcoin, it's actually doing better, getting a little bit more velocity against Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing right this moment? Dumping. Yes, look at that. It's dumping. Bitcoin's dumping a bit, downtrend right now. And then, of course, look at that. Like clockwork, where's my Doge? There you go. Boom. Doge is making a move. So, still, yeah, short time frame. Kind of hard to really see what's going on. Maybe if I was to let's look at the same thing with a 4 hour. Oh my God. Let me clear these indicators out. Here's a 4 hour against BTC. That's a little bit easier to see. Directional index and ADX are looking really, really nice. Here you can see we do have a positive squeeze outburst there. KRI is good. Stochastic RSI, it's trending down, but that's fine. It's kind of in the buy zone. So on a 4 hour chart, we're above the 2 moving average. All is looking wonderful. I wonder if you could actually maybe kind of pull some kind of a, could you kind of, really there's no way. I don't have enough to go on to really make any kind of a wedge pattern here, so I'm not going to bother with that. But we are moving up. So on a 4 hour chart, I definitely would give this a strong. This is good. 4 hour is looking good for Doge. Let's look at a 4 hour against UT. That was BTC. Let's look at a 4 hour against USDT. And to get rid of this rubble. All right. And here you can see, yeah, look at that, strong ADX, strong DI. The squeeze is looking good. It has not slowed down at all yet. KRI is good. Stochastic RSI is in a good buy zone. We are sort of on both these. We're slightly testing, previous support and resistance there. I think you're going to see that. Sorry about that. With both these, yeah, we're testing, previous support and resistance right here. But if we do look at the squeeze indicator, you can see the last positive squeeze outburst we had, and look at that. I mean, if you'd gotten in and then sold when it turned around, well, you'd have been losing some money, but you probably would have hopefully had a trailing take profit on this red candle. So as you can see, these squeezes can get quite volatile, And if you look at our ADX and DI, we're kind of in the right spot. We're moving up. We could see some serious upwards momentum. I mean, is something brewing in the background tonight? That's against USDT, against BTC. Yeah, look at that. You can see the last time we had a positive squeeze outbreak, boom, we were up, we were moving. You can see how high these go here. See how high the one went against USDT, boom. Now looking at it against BTC, bam. I mean, if we were to, get, anyhow, I could do some conjecture here, but anyway, I would just watch, because we are seeing an uptrend here. If we look overall at the candles here for Doge, we are moving up against USDT, not quite as violently, but we are moving up against BTC also. Squeeze indicator starting to open up. It's definitely positive on the 4 hour. This is pretty cool. Let's look. So on the 4 hour, it's good to go. It's good to go. This is not a bad buy spot. Not that I'm a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. Crazy person in his garage. But let's look at this 45-minute chart. I think what I would do really is the 4 hour looks positive, but there has been some volatility. So which is a good thing ultimately. What I'm kind of going to do here for USDT or BTC, whichever one you're playing, is maybe wait for the 45-minute to start going positive on the squeeze indicator, and that might be a time to watch the 4 hour and see if it is still good to go. It should be, and that might be the time that I would hop in and maybe get some mad crazy gains. Anyway, everybody, XRP. I just wanted to note today, XRP had a beautiful little pump against USDT and against BTC. I did these very sloppily, but basically about 20% easy. I mean, some nice gains today. XRP really showed up. It's broken above the 200 moving average against USDT, and against BTC, it's above the 200 moving average. Indicators, honestly, are straight up spot on and powerful. I mean, it's friggin' running. Look at the squeeze indicator here, if you can see it. Sometimes it doesn't render right. Sorry about that. But as you can see here, still moving pretty positive. KRI is good. Directional index is good. ADX is good. I mean, ain't much holding. It's a 45-minute chart, short time frame, but definitely seems like it has made a powerful balance. The Madrid ribbons, the green EMAs here are both green on both sides. It's performing well against USDT and BTC. XRP is definitely back. It's rocket ship into Pluto today. Not doing bad at all. DOT, everybody loves it. Had a beautiful run up. Now it is sideways, and as you can see, the squeeze indicator says don't go in there, and against BTC it has had a beautiful run up, but now it's sideways, and the squeeze indicator is saying don't go. Directional index and ADX suck for both of these. So beautiful run up, but now we're going to get some consolidation sideways before we see more upwards mobility. Cardano 80A, everyone loves this coin. I do. Right now it is flirting with previous support and resistance in the chart. As you can see, it needs to break above basically where it has been against USDT up top and BTC on the bottom, but it is making a positive upwards momentum. 45-minute chart, not looking bad at all. A directional index and ADX are way too low for my liking. Let's see if the squeeze indicator will render for this thing. It's blowing up for the USDT pair, sorry about that. But down here on the bottom, the squeeze indicator still, we're not seeing any light blue circles there in the middle. So even though it's pumping, it has not actually. This is basically it's measuring volatility and candle length, etc. It's a pretty cool indicator. Like I say, and you can research this more. There's a video on that I linked to the squeeze indicator, but sometimes it can come in late. But right now, even though we're getting this little pump here, I'm not convinced it's actually going anywhere because the squeeze indicator is not getting any light blue dots, and of course the ADX is way too low. It's at like 9 on both of these. Yeah, that's nowhere. I wouldn't get until you see the ADX at least about 20. 23 is a better shot, and the directional index is it's a little perky green because we're getting a little bit of a pump. But I think this is just a short. This is just a. It ain't nothing. It's not gonna go anywhere. I'll go against USDT. Had a beautiful run up. We're getting some sideways consolidation now. And then once again, this is kind of like Beam back here. You know, Beam, beautiful gradual run up against USDT. Having a struggle to stay above BTC to make money against BTC. Understandable. BTC is making money. So beautiful uptrend, as we can see here, very clearly. Beautiful uptrend against USDT. But of course, BTC Algorand is kind of struggling, but if we do look here, it is it has a positive, an almost positive almost positive squeeze. We're seeing some positive upwards momentum, but we're not actually seeing the end of the squeeze, meaning we're not seeing enough basically longer length of green candles. Basically it needs to it's seeing this as basically consolidation, and we're not getting enough of an uptrend to actually fire off any light blue dots. So, and of course that does make sense because the ADX is crap and the directional index might be green, but it's way too low. Stochastic RSI are leaving the building, and the KRI is it's green, but just barely green. Anyway, it's in the middle, so not really going anywhere. Typical, good against USDT, sideways against BTC. Sometimes if you are working if you want to trade it, or you're just looking for alts, whatever that you want to trade to make more Bitcoin or whatever you might be doing, it is really something to look at USDT and BTC together like this, because you'll see where the algo is strong but not really strong. It's not strong like, let's say, ETH is, where they're both making gains. USDT is making gains, ETH BTC is making gains. Look at DOGE, ETH USDT is making gains, ETH BTC is making gains. Really, those are the alts that I'm interested in right now, are the ones that are strong against both USDT and BTC, because they're really definitely making some upwards move. Wow, I'll be watching Doge tonight on this 45-minute chart for a positive blue dot on the squeeze indicator. I think something's brewing. We're getting a beautiful gentle uptrend. We're above the moving average on both these. I wish I could say yes, get in or not, I can't give you financial advice anyway, but for me, I'm not necessarily sure from what I'm seeing right now that we're going to get over this previous support resistance that we're looking at right here. But if we do, it will probably be quick. So be watching. If you are a person trying to buy the bottom, well, I'm not sure if this is the bottom or not. The bottom to me would be the 200 moving average. And for BTC, that would be like 103 sats. And for USDT, that would be like 3.6 cents. You know, once you get below the 200 moving average in the 45-minute chart, you're out of the game. Forget it. It's just don't trade there. With that said, this has been a Bitcoin Daily View. Kind of rambling. It's evening. It's been a long day. A little tired. Hope I didn't bore the living crap out of you. I hope this was useful. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.